Football is back, ladies and gentlemen, which now means it's time to get your team's football shirt. But I'm not trying to pay £120 for a football shirt. I'm just saying. But I have found the solution for myself and for you, the lovely audience of the Don Hussam channel, with your own coupon promo code. And this is the solution, ladies and gentlemen. All you've got to do is just go to okjersey.com. As you guys can see, all the options are there. Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan, you guys already know. And then this is the shirt. Look how amazing it looks. I'm just going to go pick my size. And then after that, I'm going to choose the Premier League patch. And listen, I'm too old to be putting any player names on the back. So I'm just going to get it as it is. I'm going to click add to cart, view cart. And this is the same thing that you guys do on any website. You proceed to checkout. You fill in all your information. And then after that, coupon code Hussam. When you click this coupon code, you get a 8% discount. Enjoy shopping, guys. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to talk about the Premier League. We are here to talk about all the recent news and the results and all things. As you guys can see, it's not me that's late, it's Martin that's late. Of course. The City Sharks draw 2 games in a row. All of a sudden he's a little bit late, but it's just, you know, typical City fan behavior. Am I supposed to be shocked? Anyway, big up to all of you. I'm gonna be calling him in the background now, trying to figure out where the hell he is. But anyway, like the video, like the stream, and subscribe, and keep getting involved in the chat. Keep letting me know your opinions, and as well, all the links. Fabrizio Bomba. What's the Fabrizio Bomba? If I go Kareem, you're gonna get banned. If I look and it's not a bomba, I'm gonna ban you. I'm telling you right now.
I didn't see anything. Nothing.
Okay. So now we watch. So he says Fabrizio Bomba. We go now. Go Fabrizio Romano.
I'm going to check it right now as well, bro.
Well, I got notification. Nothing's popped up. You know.
Fabrizio.
There is no bomber, bro.
Okay. Ruben Diaz news. So where's the bomba, mate? Young Min Hyuk set to join Coventry on loan from Spurs is the latest tweet an hour ago.
He's taking it.
Yes, Karim. Are you gonna apologize to us, or you're gonna get banned? You have 15 seconds. I'm gonna give you to make a decision. Either an apology or get banned, mate. So, up to you. So,
Hussam, quickly before we start the show, I know why Martin's late. He's been watching the Pep Guardiola press conference. I watched it just before the start of the show, and he's just complaining. He said they ain't gonna sign no one. You see him stressing out.
Oh,
he's pulling out.
Did he actually say that? Legit?
Yeah. He said they ain't gonna sign no one. We all know the injury crisis at the current moment. Like you know when he's giving the reporters that stiff reply. That's exactly what it is. See, do look like they're crumbling as far as I'm concerned. All right, if we're gonna talk about the title, I'm gonna talk about
we'll come to that when Martin's here. Let's start first of all with a club that's already crumbled. Why should we stick about a club that's crumbling? Let's speak about a club that's crumbled. Hi, Andrew.
Talk about Liverpool.
Brother, we aren't crumbled. We're dead. There's a difference. So anyway. Yeah, I'm dead and I'm above you, at least. That's how bad it is. You get me? Like, my best player is beefing my manager. None of my players are playing well, and I'm still above Chelsea. This is the worst run of form since your high school friend Winston Churchill. Now,
I up yours,
Andrew. There's been a lot that's happened at Chelsea since we last spoke, so talk to me. I'll let you start off with the journey with Maresca and everything. You decide where the hell you want to start. Go for it.
Well, you know, it's amazing. We've not won in like 7 or 8, but we're still where we are in the league. We're still around Champions League spots, which is, I don't know what it says about the rest of the league, but there we go. Well, you know, Maresca came out, I think after the Everton game, said about not being the last 48 hours had been the worst since he'd been felt he's not been supported and stuff like that. And unfortunately, when you come out in public and say it, it's probably the start of the end. Do you know what I mean? It's probably that there's only
what do you think is the Maresca quote that triggered all this? What's the one specific thing that triggered them?
Maybe it's like not being supported. Maybe like that. It's the worst support in the last 48 hours. Something like that. I'm abbreviating what he said. I think it's something like that he said. Because
Yeah, he did say that.
That's what the main quote came in. So I think it was after I can't remember what game, after the Cardiff game, and then we beat Everton, which was only league win in December. The problem is though, Sam, when you say those quotes, your results have to back it up, right? Do you know what I mean? To give you like a healthy stead, even if you do leave, right? Because you could go, yeah, but I left. We were still doing this, this, and this. Unfortunately, the results weren't there to back him up. You know, in a month, he went from manager of the month to winning only one game in a month in the league. Do you know what I mean? So I can understand his frustrations though, and maybe I don't mind him doing it privately and stuff like that. But when you come out, it's basically just. And when we drew 2 against Bournemouth, and they said he was too sick to do the press conference, I went, he's done. I went, it's done, because no one said he was ill before the entire game or before the game. There were no reports about it, and we live in an age of 24/7 football news, and someone's going to get something, whether it's leaked or not. I believe after that, he went in there and just said, I'm done. Or he went to his agent and said, get me out of it, and done. And within like the next 48 hours, it was all done. Whether he goes to City or Juventus or wherever he goes, I think he was just done with the whole thing. I don't blame him in a certain respect, because I believe I don't rate this squad as highly as others. I believe they are where they should be in a top 4 battle. And I said that after the transfer window, because that recruitment doesn't say to me that you want to cement a top 4 place. It says, maybe a top 4 place and a cup run here and there and so forth. But, you know, I mean, I'm ecstatic we got Liam Senior in there, Sam. He was top of my list. Top of my list, he was, Rosenior. I'm so glad we got Rosenior in. I mean, it's I knew all these, when he was sacked and I saw Chelsea fans go, oh, maybe we'll get Glasner. Maybe we'll get De Zerbi. And I was sitting there going, you do remember, like, before we got Maresca, after Poch left, that list that came out, and Maresca and Kieran McKenna were top of the 2 top names on that list. There's no way. But listen, I've got no expectations really of Liam Rosenior, because I don't watch Strasbourg, Sam. Do you know what I mean? I can barely
No one watches Strasbourg.
Exactly. I barely watch other Premier League games sometimes.
Other than Strasbourg, Steve.
Exactly. I don't know I don't know what their stadium's called. I don't know who their rivals are. I don't care, essentially, right? So he's going to come in and do his job. And if he has,
on a real, you're not worried about the direction your club's headed in, like just purely the direction. Like,
I don't know what. Well, the problem is that their words don't match their actions. You know what I mean? They'll say.
I'm saying, like, since I've met you and we've been talking about Chelsea and we've been doing content together, post Abramovich era, it seems like every manager is a downgrade on the one before.
Yeah, same with the player.
Like it's a legitimate thing. Like, you know, look, CV wise, okay, Potter maybe fair enough, but then after that you went for Poch. CV wise, Maresca probably has a worse CV, and now you went all the way down to Liam Rosenior.
Yeah,
do you think, like, basically the club are trying to control the football actions of the manager, basically to that level, where they need someone who's such a yes man who's just happy to be there?
Yeah, I believe they want someone who hasn't got a CV. Because if you've got a CV, then you're going to demand things, right? You're going to come in and demand things. That's what I'm saying. Maresca didn't have a CV, didn't demand thing in the first season, right? He had no reason to demand thing, right? Second season, I think he overperformed a bit, won 2 trophies, and all he wanted was a defender after his best defender got injured, right? Because he knows the others aren't of high caliber, right? Or what he wants to do. He only asked for that. I believe he's not absolved of all blame, by the way, because he's made many mistakes, but he's still, to me, a rookie coach still. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So it's like, it's to be expected, right?
But the rookie coach got to Champions League football, won the Conference League and the Club World Cup.
So
rookie coach did everything expected and more.
I mean, he did everything, and I don't believe they ever thought they were going to win the Club World Cup. I believe they said we'll get quarterfinals, maybe bank that check, and we'll see what's going on. Yeah, we'll just do it. But you can't then do the recruitment that we had. You know, you talked about downgrading managers. It's the same with recruitment for me, because they're all question marks, right? There's no like that. But you can't then say, oh, cut top 4 in a deep run in Champions League, and then you bring me Gamacha and Gittins as a left wing options, and don't replace listen, I think I'm off the Sanchez thing. I think he's done very well this season, so I'm not really scolding him. But I'm like, we're still in a position where, as a fan, it's my opinion that we still need, after spending so much money, still major additions needed, and that's just not possible when the amount of money you've spent. Do you know what I mean? It's just not. We shouldn't be here.
When we say like Chelsea caliber now, what do you relate Chelsea caliber to this moment in time?
This moment,
what's the 2026 version of Chelsea caliber?
Well, they should be players. I know that they should be players like when you look at someone like a Caicedo, that should be Chelsea caliber. That should be Chelsea caliber. What Cucurella's grown into, that should be Chelsea caliber. Reece James is different because he was gone through the academy, right? So we didn't actually buy him, but the way he plays should be Chelsea caliber and stuff like that. That should be the Chelsea caliber. Not, I'm sorry, but I don't think our attack is an upgrade even from last season. I think it's got worse.
Surfer, don't you think it's time for you guys to adjust your expectations? Because
I have.
It's but I feel like the Chelsea fan base are holding on to the Abramovich era. You know, it's been 4 years. Blue Coal, Clare Lake, God knows what they're called, bro.
Yeah.
But it's been 4 years, and we've seen the investment. So we can't even say they didn't invest money.
No,
they certainly
invest money. No, yeah, you're right.
Right.
You can't say that. You
can't say they didn't invest money. However. Go on. However, in regards to like the choice of investment, the players that they're going for, look, these guys are meant to be prospects, and we know with football, you're not gonna rely on prospects to lead the entire team. It's you guys have like I don't know. You're always signing some prospect. God knows who they are, right? But you're always signing some prospect. Now, when is it gonna change from prospect to established players? Do you think that change is ever going to come for Chelsea?
Bailage, can I have a little bit of a conspiracy before Andrew answers?
Yeah. Go ahead.
The day where Maresca comes out and says the last 48 hours have been the most horrendous 48 hours of my time as a Chelsea manager. He says that like literally a day after Chelsea got linked to Semenyo, and then 5 seconds later they're like, oh, by the way, Chelsea are not signing Semenyo. Remember that?
Yeah, I did.
Like, I'm not even a conspiracy theorist or anything, but I'm being. Do you think maybe Maresca was trying to push for like a Semenyo caliber signing, and then the club went like piss off?
I think he may have pushed and say, "What's our plans for January?" And maybe to help us go a bit further because I can't. I'm having to rotate because of health and stuff like that. But I still need. Maybe he went. Is there any chance of getting a player, defender or attacker? Is there any point? And they probably went, actually, no, probably no. We're fine with the squad we have. We believe the squad can get fourth, blah, blah, blah. And he just probably went, then it snowballed into that effect. You talked about is going to change about recruitment. I already know next summer's transfer window. It's Quinda, it's Amiga, it's cornerback Sarr on loan for Strasbourg, and it's signing Kobe Mainoo. I know this. I know we're going to do that. Yeah, maybe Kobe Mainoo might change now because the manager's gone. But it's going to be something like we'll be linked to Adam Wharton and Ellie Anderson for weeks in the summer, right?
How are you making this about what I want to hear? It has nothing to do with what I want to hear. He's speaking the truth. I know.
I've got my own.
You yourself called out the owners when they sacked Maresca, by the way. Maresca shouldn't have been sacked, in my opinion. Like, I just think Maresca should have been helped. What can Pep Guardiola do with Garnacho? What can Klopp do with Gittins? Yeah, what can Arteta do with Tosin and Chalobah? Like, everyone, like, at the end of the day, you've got to have a certain level to demand things. I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to do the whole Chelsea Wolves thing. I'm actually speaking about the Chelsea team objectively. I think Chelsea have very good players. They've got Reece, Caicedo, Cucurella, Enzo, Palmer. These five, build around them. That's it. Buy pieces around them that are at least B+ caliber players, and then you can speak about challenging and winning and shit like this. Like, buy at least players of a certain ilk. Buy players of a certain caliber. Don't give a manager Garnacho and Gittins and then go like, I'm going to sack you. I think
Yeah.
Maresca is exactly where he's supposed to be. I think, by the way, if you kept Maresca, eventually you would have gotten top 4 anyway, and
Yeah.
and it would have been like basically. And actually, Maresca in a one-off game can beat any manager in Europe, so you would have had a chance in the Champions League. Now,
Yeah.
with Matisse on the touchline, how the fuck are you gonna beat these teams? Let's
But I
be
will
honest
say-
about this, wallahi.
I will say, going back, listen, I'm not one of those blue tinted thing where everything, and no matter what a rival fan says, I'm going to go, no, you're wrong like
Yeah.
that because they're a rival fan. I just don't believe that. I believe in honest, open, in my opinion. Mate, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. I'm very once you get old, when you get older, you start listening a bit more. Do you know what I mean? As a younger fan, you're like totally entrenched, and in like no matter what anyone says, Chelsea is this, Chelsea is that. But listen, I just looking at it, like you said, like that's the recruitment I believe for next summer because we've already signed Amiga and Quinda. They're already done as deals that are coming in, so they're already done. Sar's on loan to Strasbourg. He's already our player. He'd be back as a central centre back. It's only probably a midfielder, and like I said, we'll be linked to Adam Mortonelli and for so many weeks, and they'll pop up with someone else, that we've never heard of.
Some random kid.
Yeah, or some
City Academy kid, no one
or
heard
some
of.
cast off, something, like I would like a Kobe Minu. Do you know what I mean? It's like it'd be something like that, and we'll go. All right, I'm rolled England, so I have no inkling that's what it is because they think, Sam, in them, I go in their minds. They think they're doing a good job because they see progression. They go 12, 6, 4th with 2 trophies, right? So that's progression in their minds, right? And the way they've done it is the right way because we progressed. That's what it is, right? And when we were, that's funny. You bought Semenyo earlier. When we were linked to Semenyo for those 4 hours, I never believed it because why would they admit a mistake of signing Garnacha and Gittins for nearly 100 million and go for another left-sided player? Why would they do that? Why would they admit their mistake? They wouldn't. They would not admit their mistake. And the problem the manager has, it's usually maybe one sporting director and maybe the owner that they'll go up against. But you're talking about three people. You're talking about there's 2 sporting directors and one of the owners who controls most of it are in step with each other. So, but I thought when he said those, he probably thought he was going to go anyway, and he just wanted to get that out in the ether. Do you know what I mean? The issue is now, you got a guy coming in, Liam Rossigna. Like I said, I have no expectations of him because I don't watch Strasbourg. I don't know what he's going to do. Do you know what I mean?
You keep saying I don't watch Strasbourg like anyone does.
But no, you can't have no expectations though because look for Chelsea, yeah, most of you guys at the start of the season said should compete, not you will, like you should compete for the Premier League. All right. All right, things are clear that you're not going to compete.
They're stupid.
Yeah, but no, you can't really say that because you guys are world champions. You're world champions.
That's the problem. That's the problem. This fan base gets seduced by cut wins and big wins, no matter in what competition, and think it can translate to the Premier League, not knowing that. I know you said they haven't done it in 4 years, but we haven't been in a title race as a club since we won it in 17. Not like in a race, not winning it, in a race for Premier League since we won it in 2017. And these people think, because we beat PSG in a Club World Cup, which was a great performance, it will translate into league form, not knowing that for the now, including this season, 9 seasons where we've been inconsistent and we get to this time of the year and any thoughts of any title race implodes within a matter of weeks. And it happens all the time.
To be fair to Andrew, he hasn't waited for the implosion to say the stuff. He said this after the summer. So did I, by the way. Even like when I spoke about the Chelsea window, I was like, me and Mo even did a show on MHF. I think Andrew was even in the comment section that day. I gave like the Chelsea transfer window, we gave it like below a 4 or a 3 out of 10. Like we gave it a very low score. Yeah, we gave it a very low score because I don't think that they did what's required. I hear where Bailage is coming from because you're like, of course, with Chelsea, there's always a level of expectation. So it's not like, zero expectation and fuck it and we're going to fold the club. Big up to Sam. I'm gonna block you right now. I'm literally going to ban you right now. Don't ever do that to me. Don't ever do that to me, you prick. I'm timing out for a whole day right now.
But Bailage, you said we haven't earlier you said we haven't adjusted our things, but then like you just brought up yourself that some Chelsea fans were saying we're going to be in a race, but they hadn't adjusted what they saw. They had blinkers on, thinking We just beat PSG, the greatest team in Europe, right? The greatest team in Europe. That will translate. And without thinking that others were going to improve or buy anyone. Do you know what I mean? Look at Arsenal, right? Arsenal already had the best defense. They just cemented it with the 2 of their additions, right? We didn't even do that. We went, our best defender went down with ACL. We'll just have these players who are squad players and some of them have injury issues for a long time.
Sam, I'll be honest, I changed my mind. I'm no longer gonna time you out for a whole day. I just banned you.
Oh,
apology not accepted. Anyway, go ahead. Because
no,
you ain't gonna tell me Slot's sacked and then you say I'm joking. So hold that.
Oh, see, you can't do that, guys. You don't think of Sam
just gave me an unnecessary dopamine rush. So
that's a touchy subject there.
Yeah, but you think of Sam's not got like 800.
I don't even want to time you out anymore. I don't even want to give you a second chance. Hold the ban.
But you guys,
this guy made me happy.
You guys don't think of Sam's got like notifications for every top Liverpool source that's going to come through. It's going to say like Slot sacked. Come on, guys, come on. We're all here, but you know, it's but going on like you said no expectations. I don't, because it might build, but the problem is if he's on a loser to nothing, Rosina, right? He's on a loser to nothing, right? He's gonna come in
to you, but not to the owners.
Oh yeah, but that's
like that's the point. Like me, I agree with you, and even Bailage agrees with you in terms of like of course there is no real expectations on the shoulders of fucking like Rosenior. We're gonna sit here and go like, oh my god, Rosenior has to win the Champions League. No one's gonna say that. But like the ownership though, they look at like the hiring and they're probably saying we expect top 4 at least.
But they think
that's what they're saying.
They think it's the project.
That's what I'm saying. Voice of reason. They keep getting away. Thank you for the super chat. Keep getting away with the no expectation gimmick. We cannot do this. We cannot do this forever. There is no expectation on Maresca. There is no expectation on. And then next, because here's the thing: the caliber of players is going. The caliber of managers is going down. Andrew agreed. So now they will sack Rosenior.
Yeah.
And they will hire. They will hire Adnan Hamad as the manager. And then when Adnan Hamad comes in, they're going to go like, Adnan has no expectations. Yeah, stop this. Yeah.
Okay, no, listen. I believe the board have realistic expectations. Sorry, not realistic. They have expectations, right? They want to finish top 4 and win a cup, right? I don't doubt we can win a cup, right? Anyone can win a cup, right? If you do it. We're already in semi-final of 1. We can win the cup thing. My thing is this. Like I said before, your words and your actions aren't linked up. You can't say I want top 4 and then bring me what we done in the summer. It just doesn't match up. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, like Liverpool won the title. Your window, I know it doesn't look like it now, but your window at the time suggested, yeah, we want to repeat the league title, right? Your recruitment, yeah, Sam. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
So it's just they are putting out words through our own press that don't match up with their actions. They think they're doing a good job. They think it's project over the manager, and they think they can just put a coach in that'll work, no matter who the coach is, because they've set it up so much that they just need that coach just to guide like that. And I don't think that works. I don't think that works long term. I don't think that works in winning, getting in, let alone winning a title.
It definitely doesn't work. It definitely doesn't work, bro. We've had 140 or 50 years of football, bro. That this model has never been done before. Like for these guys to come in and think, oh my days, we're gonna change exactly how it's done. Like I think it's diabolical. I honestly think, like, bro, from the first interview with Todd Bowley, I remember when you guys had Real Madrid in the Champions League, and some random fan asked him, "What do you think the score is gonna be?" And he said, "Yeah, Chelsea are gonna beat Real Madrid." Bro, the guy just bought the club. And he didn't even know what he's talking about. What sort of statement is that? From then on, as far as I'm concerned, Chelsea looked like they were going downhill. Because rightfully so, they got battered in the Champions League after that. Because Real Madrid saw that and said, bro, what is this? You know what I mean? So, like, expectations for Chelsea, I think are definitely going to be around about top five, top 6. With Liam right now, and look, if he does better than Liam, everyone is saying, then
good for him. Their manager's called Liam. You know, back in the day, their manager used to be called Jose,
Carlo.
Gus, Carlo. Now it's
Antonio.
called Liam.
Benitez.
Liam, Rafael. Now it's
Galari.
Liam. Liam. Enzo was just the manager just now. No, it's a Liam.
Mauricio.
You know, let's go.
Mauricio.
It just it sounds great. It sounds greght. Big up to Northside for the raid, by the way. Big up to everyone just joined us from Northside. Guys, like and subscribe on your way in. And yeah, this one has been triggering me. Every time someone says his name and they go like Liam Rosanois. Brother, he's not French. Just because he came from the French
it's
team.
Rossignol. It's Rose.
It's
and then the word
Rossignol.
senior.
It's Rossignol. It's not Rosanois. He's not
Rossinois.
French, you guys.
It's
You know?
French.
Like
He's been at Strasbourg.
Lebris. Yeah, but that's not the point. He's not French. His
Exactly.
name is Liam. You get me? So
He's
yeah,
not
big up.
Steve. He's not doing a French accent like when Steve McLaren went to the Dutch team and did like a Dutch accent. He's not coming like going after he's not laughing like that.
Oh god, man! I love YouTube. I love YouTube. Like and subscribe on your way in, guys, from the Northside channel. So
Yes, Matisse. It's not
the
not even
question,
Matisse.
and I have two questions. First of all, are you going to the protest?
No,
Why?
There's a protest.
I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm working. I work on
Wait,
something.
sorry, no, hold on. What's the protest for? The manager or
Well,
clearly?
see,
No, no.
this is the
Clearly,
thing, right?
clearly.
This is the thing. Last year they had a protest. The problem was there was 8 or 7 different messages, so it wasn't like one consistent message. And they only did it once because we then won the next 4 games, and no protest was mentioned after that. This one is before the game on the 17th at home to Brentford, before the 3:00 kickoff. It's been organised, but I don't know what the main message is. I don't know.
I would assume. I mean, messages probably blew Co out now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It should be one message. No matter what you think, it should be just one message, right? That's it. But I think, Sam, protest is not good. It's not. They want to keep protesting home and away games, not just home games. And also, I said to Sam, they should either arrive late to the game, like they'll be in the concourse, right? But arrive late in going to their seat, or leave early. Do you know what I mean? That would even be a bigger thing because that doesn't look good. An empty, like half-empty stadium. I mean, you guys did it for your ticket thing, didn't you? A few years ago, for Sam. I think Liverpool did it. They left early.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
We had the plane protest as well.
Yeah. But that's the thing. But keep it going. It can't just be one-off. Because if you do a one-off, why would they take notice?
I'm sorry. I'm triggered. I don't get the whole Matisse thing. He looks like nothing like Matisse. Okay, here we go.
Oh, come on.
Here you go. Are you telling me they look nothing like each other? Are we going to sit up here and lie to the audience? They look nothing like each other, yeah? They look nothing like each other. Forget Cole Palmer. Let's look at Matisse and Rosanier. Tell me right now, he doesn't look like 80% similar, at least.
Exactly.
Like 80% his brother right here. If I were to bring Matisse on the stream, you would think I'm bringing Liam himself on the stream.
Exactly.
Stop it. Hi, Liam Rosanier. Same thing. And be like, subscribe to Liam Rosanier channel.
Yeah.
Matisse Armani. Same thing. You get me?
We're seeing you on the big stick.
Talking about they don't look with each other like that. They look copy-paste, literally. Copy-paste like 90%. Absolute shame. Absolute shame.
No, like I said,
the other question I wanted to ask you is, how do you fix Chelsea now? What's the solution?
This model needs this model needs to change.
How happy Baylor is as soon as I said, how do you fix Chelsea?
The model, obviously, the model needs to change, and even like the type of players they're getting aren't good enough, because we've seen at other clubs that have recruited better with players that you don't know about, right? You've seen Palace recruit a lot better. You've seen even Brentford. Who knew about that Thiago bloke that Brentford got? He's on like 12, 13 goals already this season. Do you know what I mean?
He gives me heavy Michu vibes, though. I'm telling you.
But I'm saying, Sam, people disagree with me on the Chelsea game. I went, including our centre backs. I don't think our centre backs get into a top 10 Premier League team, or they struggle to get into a top 10 Premier League team. I think there's at least one centre back at 10 Premier League clubs that I would take over our entire, minus Cole is injured, over our centre backs, right? I would take, no, why wouldn't we? This is what I'm getting. They go on about the opportunity that the players fit the profile. Why wouldn't we link to the likes of like Lacroix, just like, or a Van Heck, or something like that. Those guys fit the profile, and that's where I say their actions don't match their words. I would change that. I would have one sporting director, Sam. I don't know why we need two. There should be one, and you can do this. You can do this sort of recruiting of young players better. I know it's a bit extreme, but Luis Campos at PSG has done it a hell of a lot better in his recruitment at PSG than what these guys have done. These guys also come in as Sam. Their only success has been with Maresca. They didn't have success at any previous club. So that's what makes me mad, that they go, this guy's the reason you're still in a job. These guys got 6-year contract extensions in the summer. 6-year contract extensions, which would give them all the confidence that they're doing the right job. But they're not. I would change that. I did think that Maresca, though, Sam, needed to be a bit more. I know he has done, but I don't like touchline wingers, Sam. I don't think they work in this game unless you have a underlapping fullbacks, and we didn't do that a lot. That was my problem. I think that needs to change. I think Palmer in the 10 doesn't work. I don't think he likes playing in the central 10 like that. He likes to drift off the right. I think like that. There's a lot that needs done, but those little things, but those things essentially. The model needs. You can tweak that model a lot. You can get younger players that are established that are better than what we've recruited.
I have a prediction.
Go on.
I think Liam is gonna fail at Chelsea.
Oh,
I think the players will turn on him quickly because they miss Maresca, and I think that Rossinier is gonna get sacked either this month or next month. I think he will fail miserably. Yeah. I believe it.
You're giving him 1 month.
I think this is an Ange thing, legit.
That could be it. I don't listen. You know what?
I think
you
he
know what's
fails.
sad? You know what's sad, Sam? I can't dismiss it. What you just said. I can't even go. Nah, I can't dismiss it because you're right. We're going into January, it's 8 games now. 8 games. Still have to need to qualify for probably a playoff spot in the Champions League. You got the FA Cup. You got the first leg of the semi-final against Arsenal in the League Cup. And you've got other Premier League games. So it's not as if they're throwing him into 1 game a week. He's got one game. He's got a game every 3 or 4 days now for the rest of the month in January. I know everyone else has, but he's got it as well. So for him to come in and try and put a point his favourite system or it's going to be tough to do because we all know at this stage.
Did you see some of his system stuff as well that he does? I'm sure you've seen some picture here and there on Twitter, like how high up the keeper is in the build-up and all that.
Yeah, but
you do realize in the Premier League, you do that, you're gonna get abused.
That's what I'm saying. But how can I watch all of that and then go, well, that won't work in this league, so why am I continuing to watch this shit?
Will he be in charge against Fulham? Just out of curiosity.
No, he won't. It'll be
Dan Potts.
Yeah, it'll be Dan Potts. And he'll take it.
And then the game after will be Matisse.
Yeah, he'll take his first training session will be.
And then when you sack them, hire me. Pay me 1/10 of the wages.
Might as well. Who's that? Remember Southampton?
I'm good with the tactics board. You
Well,
get me?
Didn't Southampton hire a guy who was good on Football Manager, or some French team hire a guy who was good on Football Manager?
Yeah, and he got them promoted. That's the funny part.
Might as well just do that. Might as well open.
Yeah, I'll get Chelsea top 4, no problem. I'll wear that ugly ass tracksuit that you guys got. Give me 50. Give me 10% of what Maresca got. I get you top 4. And then the end of the season, I leave and I go management.
We just need people to like and subscribe, fam. Sam could be the next Chelsea manager.
I've seen Flawless doing
100k and I would have a chance. That's the thing.
I've seen Flawless with a board recently when he's pointing out Man United's issues. Maybe he's looking for a job as well or something.
Oh, Flawless lost his shit before Amarim got sacked. He had 2
video.
roses. He was out there outside with 2 roses and shit. He's got markers. He's got pictures. He went mad. He photoshopped Amarim. Yeah, into terrorists like Osama bin Laden, everything. It's mad. Bro. Man United fans have been suffering, and to be honest, they deserve. And the longer they suffer, the better.
Yeah, they deserve.
Nah, look, as an Arsenal fan, I don't think I've had the start to a year better than 2026. It's been diabolical.
Fuck off! Look at this guy. Go on, yeah. What else?
Bro, the ops are just falling, bro. Left, right, and center. It's looking crazy. Like the best hope right now is Aston Villa. Like honestly, and for man to be saying that in 2026, I think is diabolical. Everyone's sacking their manager. You know, the stability at Liverpool. you guys you guys look unstable, no consistency. You know, obviously Mo Salah's in
Whoa, whoa,
AFCON at the
whoa, whoa,
moment.
whoa! This
So.
Liverpool section. Whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa,
no,
whoa,
no,
whoa.
no, no. One second,
Whoa,
Sam.
whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa,
no,
whoa,
you can
whoa,
hold
whoa.
it as well, bro. You can Liverpool
I ain't
can
got nothing to do with you, brother.
no
I'm just,
Liverpool can get the smoke as well, bro. Because
Oh,
I hear
no.
you. I hear you.
look, you've been getting away with it.
Who are Nigeria playing in the World Cup?
Oh, boo.
That's where you're
Narrative
gonna
Todd
go.
will
Yeah.
do better. Do you agree?
I think he.
I mixed about Liverpool. I deflect. I'm the deflection king.
Yeah,
Ask Andrew. He knows.
I think he. Listen, that first summer was what we'd done previously under Romans by the big players. I think he'd buy more established names. But remember, for Maresca to be sacked, everyone who owns a part of Chelsea has to sign off and agree to it, and that's including Todd Bowley, right? So no, it's not. So listen, I don't think it would be like oh my god, 180 turns and stuff like that. Listen, he does well in the states of his teams, but it's not just him that does well. Like with the LA Dodgers, he's like part of it. Do you know what I mean? He's not fully running it and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't know. It may be, but you just don't know. It's one of those things. Maybe he do. I think he'd buy more established names. Whether they maybe even younger, like
What has given you any 1% proof though that Todd will do better?
There's none.
Like in order for me to say I'll do better, I need to at least see signs that I'll do better. Meaning,
exactly.
Let's say I'm gonna go like I'm gonna be healthier. I'm gonna do the correct thing. Okay, I move from cigarettes to IQOS. I start going gym 5 times a week instead of 3 times a week. Yes, I'm not healthier now, but at least I'm showing signs that I'm willing to do stuff. What has Todd Bowley shown you? Because guess what? They didn't sack Poch because of results, and they didn't sack Maresca because of results.
No,
they both were sacked because they called up the board. Remember, before Pochettino got sacked, I always remind Chelsea fans of this. Before Poch got sacked, the information distributed by the Chelsea journalists was Poch's job is safe. The run that he had at the end was good and blah, blah, blah. And then Poch does a press conference and calls out the ownership. All of a sudden, Poch is gone. Maresca does a press conference, calls out the ownership. All of a sudden, he's gone. Now, I understand if the ownership is successful or at least shown you signs of success, why would you say that? But at this current moment in time, Qasim, and thank you so much for the super chat. But at the end of the day, they haven't shown me any sign of success. And I think they are the reason why Chelsea are here to begin with. Like at some point, I'm gonna have to call this out because look, if we go based off like reports, which is what we can only go based off of. None of us are like fucking insiders or anything. At the end of the day, if it's true that Fabregas rejected Chelsea, and before that in the summer, Hansi Flick rejected Chelsea, and Enrique rejected, and all these big caliber managers are rejecting Chelsea, you've now got to take a step back and ask yourself, okay, so let's say this Liam guy doesn't succeed. Let's say he fails. Let's say he has a bad time. What next? What next? Because you got a gem in Maresca, whether you like it or not. He was a gem because he achieved everything he expected and extras. So he did his job correctly. And by the way, you're in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. You haven't eliminated out of the FA Cup yet. Yeah. And on top of all this, you're in the Champions League. You're gonna qualify basically. So I'm sat back going like, so this guy gets sacked. Who the hell are they gonna employ next? Because the manager pool, like, if with all due respect, I'm saying this respectfully, if the likes of Fabregas are saying no, then definitely the likes of Nagelsmann is gonna say no. So who are you gonna get? Terzic from Dortmund, like some randoms? Who are you gonna get? That's the thing.
But the thing is, though, I know. See, I imagine my scenario I put in when they went to some managers. The first question, if I was a manager, the first question I would ask them is that, I'll come coach you. What's your January plans? Because I want to bring in at least one player. And their answer back was probably, oh no, we've got no plans. You've got to manage who you've got. We're not going to bring in anyone in January. Nope. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. What are your plans for the summer? Oh, this. But maybe I don't want them. And that's the problem. That's the problem they have. And that's the problem they created themselves, which is why they went for Rossinha. I knew they were going to go for Rossinha because it was so obvious. People were going, oh, maybe we'll get De Zerbi. De Zerbi? Why would he? First of all, why would he leave? He's like 5 points off the league with Marseille in France, right? Yeah. But why would he leave? You don't think De Zerbi would kick up a fuss? He kicked up at Brighton, for Christ's sake. Same with Glasner.
And Deserbi calls out the ownership and everything all the time. Like
Glasner's, maybe Glasner. Glasner's calling out the Palace owners. Do you know what I mean? He's won them the cup. He's got them their first trophy in their history, and he feels they haven't backed him properly. Do you know what I mean? So why would they not say anything here? Just bonkers. People still have people. I don't know why they'll criticize the board, but they'll still have the idea that they'll go and get someone of caliber, which doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, how can you say, they're doing a bad job, but you still would back them to sign a quality manager? Doesn't make any sense to me. Surely, in your mind, you call them out, you don't have any faith in them, and you're not surprised they got Rosinha. That's what bugs me about some of this fan base, that they're conflicted in their own mind. Board ownership is doing a crap job. But man, I bet we can still get the likes of De Zerbi or Glasner or something like that. It's like, no, look what they've done in the past. Look what they've done with Maresca. That's the thing. That Poch was an outlier because he was someone who had a CV. The Maresca one should have told you they're not going to go for anyone with a CV. They want to build them up, maybe.
Anyway, on that note, I'm going to move on to talk about Arsenal.
We'll be here in a year's time as talking about
and the title race. I don't know where Martin is, guys. I hope he's good.
He's checking on Guardiola's injury stats. That's what he's checking on right now.
Hope Martin's good. Regardless, big up to all of you guys. There is 700 people locked in. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Thank you guys so much. So please hit the like button and please subscribe. All the links are in the description. Ledge changed his channel name to Ledge AFC, and it's in the description. Go subscribe to him. Subscribe to Martin's channel, and I'm gonna put Casual AFC for Andrew because that's where you can find them most. So yeah, big up to all of you guys, man. Appreciate you all, love you all, and moving on to Arsenal. Baylage, top of the league. City dropping points. You must feel on top of the world right now.
Hey man, six days into 2026, feel on top of the world, man. Feel on top of the world. Listening to Pep Guardiola's press conference just before I come onto the show, and look, with City, right? Everyone knows they're capable of spending any amounts of money that they want to spend, whenever it is. So for Pep Guardiola to come out in a press conference and complain about, he doesn't think they're going to spend any money. First of all, I think he's lying. Yeah. So I'm not even going to pay attention. Honestly, I'm not even going to pay attention to that because we know how City move. Last January, they spent 200 million for no reason. Well, obviously to get into the top 4, top 5, because it looked like, the season was going to end extremely bad for them. So if they didn't spend that 200 million, God knows where they would be. Now, this season, look at the crisis they're in. Arsenal weathered the injury crisis that we had just a month ago. Now, we were able to survive that. The questions from the rival fans, questions from the Man City fan base especially is, we've been there before. Once we pick up our momentum, it's going to be game over for Arsenal. But I feel like fans just fail to take into consideration that every season is different. I feel like the growth or the progression of a team, they just choose to ignore. Arsenal, it's not their first time, at the competing stage. It's not their first time, leading in December, and we bottled it. Blah, blah, blah. We know the story. But we're not we're not the team of 3 seasons ago. We're not the team of 2 seasons ago. We have a capable squad. Everyone knows this. We're not even going to go back onto that anymore. Now, the issue that everyone has been complaining about, especially I've been complaining about, is the attack. Like, we're actually currently top. We're actually currently top of the league with an attack that doesn't look like they're clicking. Gyökeres doesn't look like he's scoring any goals. Eze, he's looking like he's having a mare. Martinelli is blowing hot and cold. Saka, the Arsenal fan base is complaining about him. Odegaard is coming here and there. That being said, we're getting goals from all over the pitch. So, the problem of, is it Gyökeres? Why are we not scoring goals with Gyökeres? It's not even an issue. Remember, Hussam, I even said to you a couple of weeks back, you're like, what do I think of Arsenal? What I think's going to happen? I said, I think we're going to win the league. I think we're in a good position. Like, until we're knocked off the top, then I have reason to panic. But without being knocked off the top, I have no reason to panic. Obviously, we have to test the capabilities of the so-called squad depth that we have. We tested it in December. Now January is coming. Do I want someone to be brought in January? 100%. Am I being greedy? Look, who cares? Greed or not, the aim is to secure the title. Yeah, I've heard Arsenal fans saying, "Oh, we did enough business in the summer. Oh, they're okay with the squad." Bro, you can't be okay. At no point was Pep Guardiola ever okay. Yeah, when he was winning consistently, at no point he will still sign someone else. So, as far as I'm concerned, Arsenal need to sign someone. I don't care who. I'm not one of those fans talking about, "Oh, please go and get Semenyo. Please go and get Gahey. Please go and get this." None of that matters to me. All I care about is the ambition of the club. And over the last 6 months, the club and Arteta have looked like they're moving in the right direction. Now, is that because Liverpool is falling behind? Is that because City's falling behind? Who knows? But what Arsenal have done is being able to maintain their title challenge for 4 seasons now. So is this the season that we're gonna cap it up with the trophy? 100%. I honestly believe we cap it off this season with a trophy. Now, do we do something that we've never done before, like possibly win a double? Who knows? That's still a story to be written. That's something that could possibly happen if the team is capable enough, if no injuries happen. Because as far as I'm concerned, smashing Real Madrid last year, in the Bernabeu, Declan Rice being the best player at the Bernabeu and the Emirates, and you still have fans coming there the next season talking about Caicedo. Where's Caicedo now? I ain't heard no Caicedo talk in how many games? Why? Why?
Suspended for most of it.
So as far as I'm concerned, the Declan Rice Caicedo talk is done. Like there shouldn't be any more conversations as to who's better. Caicedo's better as being a destroyer and tackling. Bro, Declan Rice can do that. Declan Rice can do that. On top of that, Declan Rice can do everything Caicedo can do, plus more. So it's like I feel like the people don't want to give Arsenal players the credit. Bro, we're performing. Declan Rice has been performing consistently before Arsenal. At West Ham, consistently performing, wins him a trophy, comes to Arsenal, consistently performing. No one wants to rate the guy. Rate the guy, bro. He's the best English midfielder. No, not Bellingham, not Foden. Declan Rice, people. But that's what I'm gonna say in terms of my dialogue.
I do remember, just to be a petty fan, I do remember this time last year, Arsenal fans were not rating Declan Rice as highly as they were being. And I do think, and he's carried it on, by the way, I do think his season got overhyped last season because of the Real Madrid performances. But he's played very well this season. I will say, going on to the City thing, did you watch the City game, I take it, right? Do you think did you guys think that they just thought they were going to score the second goal no matter what during the game?
Chelsea?
No, City. That when throughout the game, I had a feeling that City they just thought they were going to score the second goal in that second half, no matter what. They were just getting my problem is you've done brilliantly in your recruitment this summer, and you have been very consistent and very good this year. And City thought they could spend their way out last January. I think they can do it again, but their recruitment needs to be studied as well as Sam over the last 2 or 3 years, because it's not of the caliber as it should be. Okay, they're already trying to sign Semenyo and Gahey this summer. I know Pep's come out and acting like he's like the goddamn Wolves manager or something, that they can't buy any players. But Arsenal have done brilliantly. That's the thing, and it's not like they've been very consistent, been very good. They manage games, they manage adversity very well. That game against Bournemouth, when Bournemouth got that banger of a second goal, you would have thought, maybe a bit of momentum's changed, but nothing. I don't think Bournemouth had a sniff after they scored that second goal. It was perfectly managed. And what they did, what I said to you earlier when I'm my recruitment, they already had the best defense, and they just cemented it by bringing in 2 replacements that can come in flawlessly for most of the games and carry on. They can go without Odegaard for a bit, Saka for a bit. They've now got they can even not start Saka in games. The left-hand side maybe a bit. I know Trossard comes in and out. The only thing is up top. That's the only thing that I think is a weakness of Arsenal is whoever they play up top. Because Gyökeres is basically the Swedish version of Liam Delap at the moment. He's got a couple of more goals.
Hey, look.
Jesus can't stay.
If you defend Gyökeres, you lose all
Don't
credibility.
don't
Stop
you
it.
dare defend Gyökeres.
Do not defend Gyökeres because you're going to lose all credibility
You're
now.
gonna lose it.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
I'm very kind to you.
You would be like the Liverpool fans defending Nunes. Allow it.
Yeah. Do not do it. Yeah. How dare you?
I know Bailage watching the sport. There's no way he watches Gyökeres and like, yes, that's what I want. Stop it. Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
No.
This guy probably watching the game. He probably watching the game. He feels like I prefer Moreno up top. He probably said that without anyone watching. Stop it.
I did, bro. Remember, I did say that.
Yeah, there you go then. So don't defend Gyökeres. He's right. He's
No,
Swedish.
what?
Right.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep quiet.
That one is the one. That's the wrong hill to die on.
He was like, he was ready to pounce. And then he was like, you stop.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bite. I'm not gonna bite.
was,
Sam
but
saved me
Sam-
on that one.
No, if it was just me and you discussing and Sam hadn't stopped you, you'd be like, no, Gyökeres is not Liam Delap. He's actually this, and this. He can do this. Oh, he does great runs.
He's the next R9.
Yeah. We're not finding him enough. Yeah,
Yes, it's killing me.
he gets into great positions. We're not just passing him the ball. We're just we're not crossing it in. Now, apart from that, Arsenal are absolutely flawless this season, and that's what's sad. City haven't kept up. The great City, who have the greatest owners, haven't kept up. They haven't kept up. That's what I mean. I think their defense is great because of Donnarumma, not because of their centre backs. Because that was the same centre backs nearly as they had like last season, but they had like who was in goal? Can't remember who was in. But anyway, Donnarumma's
Ederson.
Yeah, Ederson. But I think Donnarumma's actually steadied that defense a lot more than what people maybe give him credit for. That was my fan base told me.
Donnarumma is a very good like one-on-one chance saver.
But I mean, it gives them confidence. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like he's there no matter what. Like, so he's very good. But Arsenal have been absolutely flawless. You know what I mean? They get criticised for drawing.
Just quickly, remember last season Rice got red card, the amount of trolling and banter he received. Same energy for Caicedo, right? First of all, thank you for the super chat, MT. I appreciate you. Second of all, we are bantering Caicedo every fucking day. If you are a subscriber to the Don Hussam channel, I have bantered the shit out of Caicedo. Hey. By the way, now Enzo Fernandez is the highest goal scoring from open play midfielder in the entirety of the Premier League. Big up Enzo Fernandez, Chelsea best midfielder.
Did you see where he played though? That's where he's best. You know when he played on Sunday like that, when he moved him up a bit further, that's his best position right there. Not this,
you watch Enzo save Matisse's job multiple times.
Yeah, not this deep line playmaker that people. Oh, he's much better at deep line. No, he's a box crasher like that, extra attacker like that, and that's what he should be.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a box crasher. Jude Bellingham finished 4th in the Ballon d'Or being a box crasher.
Exactly.
What's wrong with that?
Exactly.
Despite our forwards, we have 4 less goals than City. I mean, City's forward line is just unbelievable.
It's only one forward City have got, really. You've got 4 less than Haaland.
I'm thinking about it now. Okay, so they got Haaland. To be fair, Sherky plays right wing.
Yeah.
And he's been very good.
Foden's popped up a few goals recently in the last month or so, but it's not as if he was.
Would you consider Foden a forward?
I don't know what he is. You know what I mean?
Bailage in his monologue about Rice was referring to him as a midfielder. Yeah. And I tend to agree with that because he plays in more in the 10 areas now, Foden.
Yeah. So you would put Carson as an attacker.
I would call Sherky a forward though.
Yeah. I call him a forward.
Yeah.
I would call Sherky a forward though.
Yeah.
You want to know the reason why? Can I say the $1 million reason why Arsenal are scoring more goals and looking sexier right now? There's only one reason.
What's that?
Why?
And that's Martin Odegaard. When Martin Odegaard plays this way, He unlocks defenses. It's as simple as that. And when Martin Odegaard is sulking and he looks like shit, the forward line really looks like shit as well a lot of the time. Because he's the guy receiving the ball and spraying the football to his teammates in the front line. Every time Martin Odegaard looks good, every time Martin Odegaard is cooking, the forward line for Arsenal is cooking.
Yeah.
That's something, by the way. Many people don't give Odegaard credit, but I've given him credit for the last 3 games. He's been in the title of my match reaction every single one, because at his best, Martin Odegaard is very creative, is a goal threat, and he's the one that's always like finding people in the pockets.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, Rice's 3rd goal, Odegaard is the one that finds the pass to Saka. He's the one that's unlocking that pass before the pass, as they call it, the hockey assist. So he's capable of doing that stuff. And I think like Trossard being in good form is very important. They need him to carry on this form. There is one question that we've got to ask. If City do sign Semenyo and Guehi, does this change things?
No,
because that's who they're linked with. They're copying.
No, I don't think it. I don't think it changes anything. Like, what's Semenyo? Come on, man. Look. They're already lacking in defense. They have 2 defenders that's gone down. First of all, they said they needed replacements before that. So getting one defender to replace 2 defenders is not going to do anything great for you, unless they sign Guehi and I don't know, someone else. I don't know, go and hire. I couldn't care less who they sign, bro. They sign another prospect and for another 50 mil. Then maybe I'm like, okay.
They called someone back on loan. I think I read. Called like a defender back on loan.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Nah. I'm not scared, man. And Semenyo, like Semenyo's good in that. Like I wouldn't mind Semenyo at Arsenal, to be coming off the bench and that, not being a starter. But is Semenyo really the game changer that we're talking about? Is Semenyo going to come in and score 25 goals or 20 goals and 10 assists? I don't know, man. I can't see that happening, especially under the current City dynamic.
And we know instantly that it's different under Pep, right? Even no matter how you're doing it at another club.
Exactly.
To come in and to be a regiment part of.
Like Semenyo won't be able to do what he was doing at Bournemouth, where he's carrying the ball from midfield and running all the way and smashing it.
Look what's happened to Mamouche in 12 months. He's gone from
where is he?
Lighting up in the lighting. I know he's in African nations, but before that,
okay,
he was lighting up. He's lighting up the Bundesliga, and now he's sitting on the bench most games. I mean, he's not even out wide. I mean, Reindeer's taken his place out wide. You know what I mean? Recently, it's like it'd be difficult, like you said though. But it's not they've just lost one defender.
Andrew, you hate Arsenal. Are you now accepting that they're going to win the league and you give up?
Oh yeah. I can hate, but still be logical. Logical hate is still there. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to accept things.
You've accepted that they're going to win.
I've accepted it. They're going to win because I tell you what, that game Sunday against City. I think if they scored a second in the first half, we don't get a point from that game. I'll clarify that for you now. I don't think we get a point from that game. But City, Sam, if you frustrate them, their passing and their play becomes disorganized, laboured, and desperate, and that's what it was. Did you see how many times they just passed it forward and thought Haaland would just run onto it, or they chipped it forward, and he got bodied by Badia's Shield. In that second half, he got marked out by Badia's Shield. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. But if they will get, the problem is also even City with their top 2 defenders still give you chances. Look at they struggle to break down Sunderland. Sunderland, they're hard to. We all know we've had a tough time. Most of us had a tough time against Sunderland. I mean, they're a very good team. But we've seen it before. They shipped 4 goals at Fulham. They were 5-1 up. They shipped 4 goals. They probably should have dropped points at Fulham. This is the whole point. They're not. Tell you what, Sam. They're not intimidating. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They're not. You don't lose them in the tunnel anymore. You just don't.
Yeah.
You just don't do it.
Yeah. No.
Surfer.
Bro, Surfer, you're 100%. You're 100% right about that. Like the City intimidation it's not here anymore. Like we're not City of 4 or 5 years ago. And even so, like talking about Arsenal, like with Arsenal, when it comes to the defense, remember, like couple streams ago, couple weeks, I say about a month ago now, when all our defenders were going down, Gabriel went down, Saliba went down, I think Calafiori went down, Timber went down. And Sam asked me, what do I think is going to happen to the title race? I said, I think it's going to be close if these guys are down for a prolonged period of time, because they're our main defenders. Now, obviously, that was right, because we saw when they did go down, the City caught up. Everyone's thinking, oh my days, City are going to win. But now the defenders are back. I mean, City are going to come and, steal the title race. But now that the defenders are back, I don't see that happening. Like, unless Gabriel and Saliba go down again and they're out for like another month, then I'm like, you know what? Anything can happen. But until those, like, if those guys are in the team for the next 18 games, bro, we've won it. We've actually won it.
The issue, we said it before. I think City's recruitment since the treble season has been poor. Well, okay, it's not been as good as it has been in previous seasons, right? And I believe they allowed players to get old. I believe they thought Rodri was going to be back to being the Rodri they thought they were, like he was getting, like that, and they hadn't got a replacement for him. They had a great, when Rodri first came, they had Fernandinho, so they had a great replacement plan. They let Rodri settle, Fernandinho's there for a season or two, then let Rodri slowly take over. I don't think this Nico Gonzalez guy is that. Do you know what I mean? It's and Rodri's maybe, it's a special case. Rodri's a special thing, but they haven't got a succession plan. I think Marmoush was looking like a bust, looking like a mistake. He might flourish somewhere else. I think Reindeer has been good in the last couple of weeks, but I've not really liked him up until this. Phil Foden has started to get back to form he was previously, but if you just stop, if you just stop Haaland, no one really steps up. Turkey's had a good few moments here and there, but he got bossed by Enzo Fernandez on Sunday. Do you know what I mean? Enzo Fernandez has not played well the last 4 or 5 games. Do you know what I mean? I think you could. There's not there when you had like Kevin De Bruyne, when you had a Gundogan, when you had a Sterling there. That and Aguero there. That side beat you before. We used to sometimes go. Well, Sam knows that he'd take a point from Etihad all the time. If you offer me a point at the Etihad, usually you take it. That's a bonus point. But now we've seen it. Teams aren't that fearful of them. You know, they'll still spank people here and there because they will. They've still got the players to do it. But like, no one's really that. I wasn't that shocked that they dropped points at Sunderland because they're not at the top. They're not at the top, and Sunderland have been very good this season. But there'll be people in the chat that deny this. They're still not. Something's changed. You know what I mean? City's dominance. Teams don't always dominate for long periods of time. They'll have 4 or 5 years, and maybe they'll drop off, and sometimes they can't recover. Do you know what I mean? City will drop, and unlike Arsenal, City will drop more points than Arsenal for the rest of the season. That's a guarantee.
Okay. Big up to Ice-T, who says, big up to the Don. I looked on my milk carton yesterday morning and saw on the side of in bold. Oh, God, Ice-T, man. Fairs, Ice-T, fairs. Hey, Ice-T, it could have been us, man. We could have been at the top if they sacked the bald bastard like a month ago. But here we are. And speaking of the bald bastard, final section before we wrap up. 10 more minutes, 15 minutes max. Big up to everyone locked in. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Hope you guys are all well. Casual FC is in the description. Ledge AFC is in the description.
Hurry up and get to your club. Stop deflecting and get to your club.
Hi guys, your thoughts from the outside looking in. What are your thoughts on Liverpool Football Club?
Nah, bro, this is for you. This is you. What how are you feeling? How's Sloth? How was the draw? Huh? How was Gakpo up front? Huh?
You ask how I'm feeling?
Yeah, let us know, bro. You have to tell her. God damn.
Oh man, they've already done that
What you
already.
Greatest threat to world peace still exists at my football club. You get me? So unfortunate.
Oh my God.
I'm in a very situation. I'm in a very sticky situation right now because that's the position. You know, honestly, when they sack Arne Slot, I'm telling you guys right now, on my video, and they sack him, this is gonna be my intro.
President has just announced that we have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin
This is gonna be my video when it gets sacked. I'm telling you guys right now. I'm gonna get someone to AI Photoshop like Slot, like arrested and compromised to a permanent end. Arnie bin Slot. Bin just means son of. So
Yeah.
Arnie son of
God
Slot.
damn.
Let's go. Why not? Why not? Hey man,
God damn.
this is life. This is life. How do I feel
Nah.
about my club? I feel like shit. How else do I feel? I feel like shit. I want this. When is it gonna end, Robbie? Who the fuck scores the winner in the 94th minute and concedes the equalizer in the 95th minute? Us? Whoop, whoop.
Hey, no.
Let me play a
You have
game with you both. How many goals do you think Harrison Reed has scored in his whole career?
No, look. None of that matters. You have to give credit when credit is due. The same way Szoboszlai scored a worldie and left Arsenal fans stunned. Yeah. Left Arsenal fans stunned for no reason is the same way Reed done that to you guys.
Come on. No one is come on. No one had probably even heard of Harrison.
You have to
before
give
that
credit
job.
where credit is due. طب حبيبي, I've
You
given
have to give
credit to
credit.
Fulham. I've given credit to Leeds. I've given credit to Wolves. I've given credit to PSV Eindhoven. What more I can do? How much credit I'm giving? My credit ran out, Habibi. Yes, that's the thing as well. I see. We are, you know, people like Arsenal fans are coming to me going like, "You're gonna hold smoke this Thursday." I'm like, really? No way. I thought we were gonna win, bro. Who told you I have any confidence in the fucking team anyway?
Yeah.
Who told you I have any confidence? I think Arsenal might do to us what they did to City last year.
Oh,
Remember
wow.
the 5-1? I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that. It's, by the way, Ekitike is injured.
Yeah. That's why Gakpo started up front.
Ekitike is injured. Slot is beefing the board. Yani, what do you want me to do? Next Monday as well, just to double check Bailage, do you want me to give credit to Barnsley next Monday as well?
Nah, you got Barnsley, bro. You got
Is that
Barnsley.
Anfield?
Bring
Is
up.
that
Hey, what's that 16,
It's
17-year-old
Anfield.
kid?
We
What-
lost
what's
to Amarem Man United at Anfield.
No,
we
I'm
lost to
just saying,
PSV
no, I'm
Eindhoven.
just
You know who plays for PSV Eindhoven? Perisic.
Oh yeah. And you
He's
got
older
Karabag.
than you, Andrew.
You got Karabag as well, haven't you?
He's older than you.
Ah, shut up. Don't deflect me.
No, I'm not even
it's-
joking. Perisic is actually older than you, and he
You
plays
got
for them.
you got Karabag as well, haven't you? As well.
Yeah. Do you think I go into any game thinking it's easy
No,
anymore?
I know you don't. I know you
Wolves
don't.
gave us a game. Wolves
exactly.
made me shit my bed in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
And so-
Anfield is not Anfielding right now. Let's just
Yeah.
put it there.
Wolves gave everyone a game. Wolves gave Arsenal a game. You know, gave us a mini scare. Sunderland, come on, man. The Premier League. Look. You can't rule any team out. You know,
Oh, he's gonna
97.
do the humble thing. Oh, he's gonna do the humble thing. Oh my God, he's doing the humble thing. I'm so tired of this Bailage guy doing the humble thing. Why are you doing the humble thing, you liar?
You can't
You
rule
liar.
anyone out. Look. I think. Come on, man. Respect Barnsley. Respect, you know, PSV Eindhoven.
Respect Barnsley. This guy coming and started off respect Barnsley, you know. He didn't come like respect Barnsley.
You got this. You
He's doing
got
the
this.
humble thing. He's doing the humble thing. The next statement is respect Barnsley. Brother, are you okay? Are you okay? Bailage is fucking with me. Why are you doing this?
He didn't even like start. He didn't start with PSV first. He started off with Bardsley. You know.
No. I think, like I said, bro, guys. No, let me be serious. The players have stopped playing for Sloth, man. They stopped playing for him. They stopped playing for him. He's too rude. Look, the way he speaks to the reporters in the press conference. I can only imagine how he's speaking to those players with no cameras. Look, I'm sorry, yeah. Respect, you know, as a man to another man, or as a human to another human, you know, it goes a long way, you know. It goes a long way. Now, I'm not one to be reading body languages and all of that stuff, but bro, when you speak to someone, the way you reply to them, I'm asking you a simple question. What, bro? It's my job to ask you questions. Why are you being snappy to me? I'm a reporter, bro. Relax. So think about it. The players must be thinking, oh, this guy thought, yeah, we ran away with the league last year. You know, he can talk to us anyhow. That's probably what's going on. Honestly, that's probably what's going on, because, like, come on, man, Sloth, bro. Like, the excuses he's even giving in the press conferences now. Man's talking like, come on. First of all, it was set piece of goals. Now it's on unexpected conceded goals in the second half. Bro, what are you saying? Like, honestly, like, what message are you sending to the players? No, like, come on.
Let me give you another message. You know, another message he's sending. Basically, he comes out in the press conference and he goes like, my backup striker is Federico Chiesa. As soon as Ekitike is injured, he starts Gakpo up top.
Yeah.
We are playing with no width, and we still concede chances, and we still concede opportunities.
Yeah.
We aren't more solid defensively. We are conceding goals regardless.
Yep.
Guys, Liverpool suck right now.
They do.
There is no other way to look at it. I wish I could give you like some deep dive analysis. Shit will not change until Slot is sacked. Bailage worked with me in the middle of the whole Salah drama, and he was trying to do like the whole Carragher thing. Now everyone in the fan base has woken up and joined, like 99% of the people have joined forces with me, and they realize it's not Mo's fault.
Yeah.
It's never been Mo's fault. It's never been about one player. It's not even Gakpo's fault.
He just wasn't playing well then. Like,
yeah, it's just the whole team right now just absolutely stinks. The truth of the matter is, and this is just me being honest with you guys, until I see these players with a new manager, I cannot judge who's actually shit and needs to be moved on and who's actually good. Because let's say, just assume for the sake of argument, they go like, Gerard, you're the interim till May. Regardless what happened, we're going to get a new manager in the summer. Let's say Enrique comes in the summer, Fabregas, anyone you want, right? Whoever you want comes in the summer. What if from now until May, Salah gets 25 GA? What if from now until May, Gakpo gets 25 GA? What if from now until May, McAllister comes back to the stuff that he did last season when he was, by the way, there was a legitimate case to be made. And whenever I said it, people didn't shout. So he was in the conversation. McAllister was the best performing midfielder in the whole league last season. And it's not an insult to say that. It's like he performed at that high level where he even got into team of the season from his fellow professionals, the PFA team of the season, McAllister, Gravenberch, Rice. So there's a reason why McAllister was in there. So he wasn't in there for no reason. You know, you looked at Virgil van Dijk and people were, and forget me, I watched podcasts online where people were putting Van Dijk in legitimate conversations as the best Premier League centre-back ever. And it was a debate and people spoke about it. Now, whether you agree or not, it doesn't matter. We're talking about him establishing himself as a top 2, top 3, top 4, whatever, centre-back in Premier League history. So all these things were happening. And all of a sudden this season, you're telling me all these players have suddenly turned to shit? With Isak, with Ekitike, Kerkez, by the way. Kerkez has almost become a meme, even though last season he was on the team of the season. The answer why he's become a meme is very simple. I'm asking possibly the best overlapping fullback in the entirety of the league last season to underlap every single game.
Yeah.
Like, Jeremy Frimpong gets 3 assists, 2 assists in 2 games. He drops him the game after. He brings him on against Fulham with like 15 minutes ago. He gets an assist anyway. Okay, why did you wait so long? Florian Wirtz scores. He gives us a bit of a lifeline. And now it's 1-1. Why do you wait until the 75th minute to bring on Frimpong? Why didn't you just bring him on early? And now there's something that gives me hope. Andrew will recognize this. He's beefing the board now. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Because that would have been the only thing where, like, now I have a hope that he can get sacked. And you want to know something, Ali, and everyone in the chat who watched my solo show before Wolves, I told you guys, and you know, it's always funny because Andrew knows what I'm about to say because he's known me the longest. He's known me longer than Baylage, and he's worked with me and he's seen me on spaces when I've been giving information and stuff like this. He knows I don't make up bullshit. Before the Wolves game, go to my solo Liverpool show before then, and I told you guys, if he loses against Wolves, they'll sack him and they'll pretend that it's because of the Wolves game, but it's not because of the Wolves game. It's because of the drama upstairs. And now, Ali, and all of you guys in the chat who watched that stream, Shy Boy was there as well. He will vouch. Everyone who was there will vouch. I told you there is drama between Slot and the board. And now, 2 weeks later, they release it to the British public. There is drama with Slot on the board.
Yeah.
So I know what I'm talking about. The truth of the matter is there is drama between Slot and them upstairs. So I think if Arsenal beat us badly, like a 5-1 or something like this, they'll sack Arne Slot and they'll pretend it's because of the results. It's not. It's because of the board, them disagreeing with him and all this. And Ali, if you read the report, it mentions Bradley Barcola as well. So I'm not making shit up. Once again, I know what I'm talking about. Trust me when I say, when I come here in front of, alhamdulillah, almost 70,000 subscribers, and I give information, I don't give it just like this in the chance that stuff happens. I legitimately know what I'm talking about. So there's beef between him and the board. The direction of the football club is headed in is very sad. People are accepting like some top 4 finish as if it's like some achievement. Brother, with all due respect, if Andrew was manager with Baylage as assistant, we're getting top 4. And I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm being legitimately, like, I'm being honest about it. Like, do you think Baylage, Andrew, and even if I was there, like 2 assistants and a manager, we couldn't coach this team to get top 4? We have zero experience whatsoever. We are nobodies compared to football managers. But guess what? We could have coached this team to get top 4. Just purely on the talent itself. Big up to Abu Treka. Ask Baylage about Abu Treka. He knows him. Abu Treka on TV, he was like, the only reason why Liverpool are in this position is individual brilliance. He said it on TV, on BN Sport. He said it. He was like, the only reason why I don't fear for Liverpool coming out the top 4 is because they've got Mo and they've got Ektik and they've got all this. So that's the thing. Yes, French press came out today. Barcola's available. You know who said that to you, motherfucker, 3 weeks ago? Me. I said that 3 weeks ago. And you're like, oh my God, I think now you see. Everything I'm telling you is happening in front of your very own eyes. So, yeah. Anyway, on that note, we will end the misery now. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. I'm gonna set up my Liverpool crisis meeting at 8:30 in a bit. I've got Ram, Mike, and Jerry James coming on. So we're gonna sit together, us 4, and cry with each other. Love every single one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Ledge AFC is in the description. Go subscribe to Baylage, guys. He's closing in on 1K subscribers. You fraud.
Soon. Hit the like, subscribe button.
Here, I just put the link in the live chat. I just put the link in the live chat.
Yeah.
Subscribe to his channel now and comment subscribe as soon as you've subscribed, because he's literally 10 subs away from 900 subs as well. So let's get him to 900 subs ASAP. So please go subscribe over right now to Baylage Sport and comment subscribe. Big up to everyone who sent in a super chat. Big up to Ice-T, Brian, AMT, Muhammad Qasim, and Voice of Reason. Big up to all of you guys. Please go subscribe over to Baylage. Like I said, I just put his link in the chat and put it again. Casual FC is where you can find more of Andrew. Martin, unfortunately, he just messaged me, he had a situation with his dad. So we wish, we hope his dad is well. Love you all. Appreciate you all. We're going to redirect you over to the football terrace. Go over there and spam Hussam Raid. No bullshit, no drama. Spam Hussam Raid. Love you all and see you guys later.
Peace out.